Assalamualaikum. My name is Umi Rashida binti Ishaq. My number matric is A22A1255. Today I will be presenting my individual assignment on foundation of management. So the definition of management is the coordination and administration of tasks to achieve a goal, and how companies set up their operation, workflow, and personnel management to achieve their goals. The main objective of management is to establish an atmosphere that encourages productive and efficient work among the personnel. There are four generally accepted functions of management, which is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. These functions work together in creation, execution, and realization of organizational goals. So I will presenting the character of Henry Fayol, Frederick Winslow Taylor, Mary Parker Follett, and Max Weber. Henry Fayol was a French mining engineer and researcher famous for having been summarized the theory of management classic. Henry Fayol was born on July 29, 1841 in Constantinople, the city of Istanbul in Turkey. His family originated from France. The theory of Henry Fayol, which is administrative management theory. It can be described an approach to management to increase productivity by emphasizing human behavior. Fayol theory has five functions as planning, organizing, command, coordination, and control. I will present the advantage and disadvantage. The advantage of this theory which is maintain healthy finance and can help to achieve a goal and generate client and employee for their satisfaction. And the disadvantage is ignores environmental changes, deals with formal structure, management oriented. Next, the five functions of management. The first one is planning. Planning is future conduction must be planned for, strategic objective must be created, and future goal achievement must be ensured. As a result, managers must assess potential future disruption to the organization and will the future operational and strategic environment of the business. Next, the organizing. The workforce must be efficiently organized, and management must structure and coordinate the organization activities. The correct candidates for the position must be trained and hired, and manager must always ensure that their personnel is adequately qualified and educated. The next one is commanding. Supervisor must guide subordinates in their everyday tasks and motivate them to meet company objectives. Similarly, managers have to have a duty to make corporate objectives and policies clear to subordinates. Every manager should handle subordinates in accordance with the firm's standards with demanding behavior should always be in accordance with corporate policies. Next, coordinating. Manager must coordinate the company procedure and operation, which means that each organizational unit's work should enhance and complement that of other organizational units. The last function of management is controlling. Managers are responsible for ensuring that business operations conform to company overarching goals and policies. The management must take action to prevent any deviation from plans, objective, as well as notice, record, and report departures from them. Next, Frederick Winslow Taylor. Frederick Winslow Taylor was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As a teenager, Taylor spent time studying and traveling in Europe and enrolled at Phillips Exeter Academy, New Hampshire in 1872. After terminating his studies, he accepted to come to school Howard Law, but no can present because of poor vision. Then, he go to the university at that time. Taylor filled various roles relate to manufacturing, finally earned an engineering degree mechanical from Stevens Institute of Technology in 1883 at Philadelphia. After that, he is a mechanical engineer and management consultant. Theory of Frederick Winslow Taylor, which is scientific management. Scientific management is optimizing and simplifying jobs. Next, scientific management is organization and employees should work together, work hard to take advantage of one another, and give reparation above effort because it is important for everyone. For employees, taking approach, this means they can get benefit for more salary and more work and home goods. Next, for principle of management scientific of Frederick Taylor. The first one is developing science for each element work. Basic scientific, which is select, train, teach, and develop employee. The third one is cooperate by employee, and the last one is divide work and responsibilities. The advantage of scientific management theory is cost of production is reduced. Next, decrease inequality, being in control. The disadvantage is costly method, control of employees, and increased unemployment. Why he issued the theory of scientific management is because he want to simplifying the jobs and standardized approach to optimizing work for a more efficient workforce. Next, time and motion studies, analyzing tasks and finding the quickest way of completing tasks. Workers did not have to be skilled but just highly productive at one job. Example, company of McDonald using scientific management, which is they are using the speedy system, standardization, and always be consistent quality. Next, Mary Parker Follett. Mary Parker Follett was a person-member theory of American social who is famous for introducing the idea of psychology people and relationship with humans in the management industry. Mary Parker Follett was born in Quincy, Massachusetts on September 3, 1868. She studied at Thayer Academy in Braintree, Massachusetts, where she credits one of them as the teacher who gave inspiration to many ideas later. In 1894, she used her legacy to study at the Society for College Instruction of Women. She's sponsored by Harvard, and later terminated her study for a year at Newnham College in Cambridge, England in 1890. Mary Parker Follett began working in Roxbury as an employee social volunteer in 19 at the Roxbury neighborhood house of Boston. Here she is helped organize activity recreational, educational and social for poor families and working men and women. Mary Parker Follett leadership ideas are still using nowadays at management today as a strategy for creating more diverse and motivate workforce. The theory of Mary Parker Follett, which is the law of the situation, is more to decision making. She believed that managers also have to make a decision with the employees. The theory of Mary Parker Follett is used because she found the same dynamics apply, which is a group would be successful if the managers and employees give opinion together. According to Mary Parker Follett, one person should not give orders to another person, but both should to take their orders from the situation. The law of the situation allows the organization to build, invent, defend, and find their destiny as they progress. As a moving roadmap of organizational existing ahead, some navigational concepts and guidelines for decision side are required. Follett believed that workers were just as capable as managers of determining the law of the situation. Though the authority of expertise, it is the situation that determines what needs to be done, not managers alone because of their position within the organizational hierarchy. Next one is Max Weber. Max Weber was born on April 2, 1864 in Erfurt, Prussia, with his mother Max Weber SR and Helene Felsenstein. Max Weber was a member sociologist, expert philosopher, and expert in law and expert in economy in Germany, whose ideas were very influential in theory, social and research social. His contributions to sociology is harsh and direct, affects the mind intellectually. Therefore, he is considered the father of sociology modern. The theory of Max Weber is bureaucracy theory. Bureaucracy theory is an organizational structure that is characterized by many rules, standardized process, procedure, and requirements. Number of desks, the meticulous division of labor and responsibility, and also clear hierarchies and professional, almost impersonal interaction between employees. According to Max Weber, bureaucratic management theory, Weberian bureaucracy is a structure that must be implemented in all big organizations. He proposed this to ensure that structure operation of all tasks by a high number of employees. There are 6 bureaucratic characteristics. The first one is hierarchical management structure. Hierarchical management structure is management should be organized into layers, with each layer being responsible for its team performance. The next one is division of labors. Division of labors allows the organization to be a better capitalized on the specialized skills of worker. The third one is formal selection process, which is state departments of motor vehicles, health maintenance organization which is HMO, financial lending organization like savings and loans, and insurance company. Fourth one is career orientation. Career orientation is selecting candidates according to their competency and skills, ensure that the right people are in the right jobs. Fifth, formal rules and regulation. The rules are often called standard operation procedure, which is called as a SOP, and are formalized in procedure manuals. And the last one is impersonality, which is treat all employees equally. Next, the advantage and disadvantage of Max Weber theory. The advantage is efficiency, can manage an organization and necessary for larger company. Second, predictability, ability to know action and outcomes in advance. And the last one is calculability, can quantify and measure action and outcome in management. The disadvantage is low creativity because employees do not have the autonomy to organize their work. Slow decision making, and harsh difference in employee salaries. The example is the average salary in the US is more than 100 times in the salary of junior worker. The differences theory of Taylor and Fayol. Taylor, he focused can improving output, though work simplification and standardization. But Fayol focused on developing principles that can be applied to coordinate internal activities of the organization. Taylor based on scientific observation and measurement. Fayol based on personal experience later translate into universal truth. Taylor have narrow perspective of management theory, but Fayol has a wider perspective and therefore wider applicability. The aim of Taylor is to increase production at the shop level, but Fayol is to increase overall production of the organization. The conclusion is Frederick Winslow Taylor is the one that his theory are relevant for now management. There are two parts of scientific management, which is a philosophy about how employees behave and finding the one best way employees then need to be motivated to work in that way. Other than that, increase pay for productive workers and firing the ineffective workers, which is the company of McDonald's using this theory for their company, such as firing their ineffective workers. Other than that, McDonald's using the speedy system at their kitchen to make the food more faster, easier, and quality of the food. Next, McDonald's have one best way which their McDonald's give a training to the new workers. The last one is simple process in conclusion. Scientific management become a powerful force as it contribute to increase efficiency in industrial establishment. McDonald's shows the evidence of applying the principle of scientific management. They institute bonus system to encourage the employees to perform well to meet their goals. This is my reference. That's all from me. Thank you so much.